One of the cool things you guys are going to see, Evolution Brewing is probably, I would say, maybe the third biggest brewery in the state of Maryland right now. You've got Flying Dog, you've got Heavy Seas. You've seen us do a lot with Heavy Seas, and right below that, maybe not much, is Evolution Brewing. So now the cool thing, the kind of the tie-in here is, as they grew and they got older, they moved from their brewery that was in Delmar, Delaware, right over to Salisbury, Maryland, and then Third Wave came in and actually bought that. We got to visit both of them today. We saw EVO, and then we saw Third Wave. Both of them just amazing, amazing people. At EVO, they gave us one of their IPAs that you can only get there. So unless you guys happen to be kicking around Route 50 heading towards Ocean City,
we got some special sauce.
This is for us only.
This is it. Hoppy looking. You can't
pour
get this anywhere else.
So,
Hoppy looking. We got it right here in the growler. We're gonna talk about it sometime.
So we got to sample this. Awesome, so awesome that we decided to take some home.
Yeah.
We'll pour this. We'll show it to you. Not going to tell you everything that's in it because actually that's going to be in our review. But we have no problem sipping on it tonight and letting you know how much we enjoy it. But yeah, top notch. Finished tonight at Tall Tales.
Food.
Yeah, we need a little grub after hitting a couple breweries.
Yeah, we did.
They had some solid brews there as well. We may or may not put that video up for you. Tomorrow we're off to Dogfish, which I think you're going to really like. You've seen us do some videos before. We did the Lupa Luau over the summer, which was their coconut IPA. We actually did that for their release, which was the first time they unveiled the Lupa Luau coconut IPA. And now this is a year-round thing, and they've got the cans out. Yeah, so we
scored on that one.
Yeah. So maybe they got something else tomorrow in the hopper that's about to come out and wow everybody, and we'll sip on that too. So, you want to pour this?
One of the things we want to do is also, why are we doing this video tonight? What are we kind of celebrating?
Oh, he's getting it.
Drunken One just came on and said, congrats on the 500. So I think we need to shout out to that. Let's cheers to that.
Much. So
my man,
we will toast
buddy.
that. It's funny. We had thought about potentially doing a video around the 18th a few days ago for
What's the bag?
Around the Daytona 500 for our 500th subscriber. We had a little video idea, but we didn't quite hit it in time. But yes, 500, a big accomplishment, especially since we've been doing this only for we're not even a year old.
Yeah, about a year. The three of us.
And as a 3PHC, we're growing. So
Definitely.
And we have you to thank. So we're glad you guys have kind of come on this journey with us.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Let's pour it up. So the guys at EVO, Evolution in Salisbury, Maryland, really, when you see this video, we're really going to be, I guess, happy to put it out because one,
I'm honored to put this out.
Honored. They opened up their entire brewery to us. So when we say we,
spill it. That's okay.
Party foul.
Party foul. Hey, that's a party foul in a good way, right? Look at that beer.
Anyway.
I mean, I don't know if you guys got a great angle on that, but this, look at this. This is just, I mean,
so what are we drinking?
had this. This is hoppy looking. All three of us had this at EVO today. Fantastic IPA.
This is their one-off series.
This is their.
This is good stuff. Austin, thank you.
Austin.
Dude.
We can't say enough about
Awesome.
the hospitality we got today at EVO. I mean, shouts out to everybody there, from the bar staff, the marketing team, Austin, everybody that was at EVO. I mean, thank you very much. You guys,
Yeah, they really. So we went into this hoping that we would be able to showcase their brewery. Not only did we do that, we were able to go, and they were actually brewing their flagship beer, their Lot 3 IPA. While we were there, we went up to the brew house, into the kettle. We watched them mash out, and then I was able to throw in their hop extract into their beer.
This man,
I
brewed your EVO, your Hop 3, number 3. He was part of it.
Awesome.
Within the next couple of months, if you have a Lot 3 EVO,
Man, if you got Lot 3,
21090
we were
may have
part
had
of
a
that.
hand in
We were
that
part of
right
that.
there, you know. So
Todd hooked that up for us.
but they were awesome. I mean, not a lot of people would open their doors the way that EVO and Third Wave did for us today. So we're very grateful.
Hats off. Thank you.
Makes you think if we ever get to that point, we want to be the exact same way, just as classy and graceful.
it's classy.
And
I would
that's
say,
not the
evolution is probably distribution-wise or production-wise, definitely top 5, maybe top 3 in Maryland with the amount of volume they're putting out. So it was really cool to see that and get the access that they gave us, which was not only seeing them brew the beer, but then the bottling line, their entire marketing staff, seeing their offices, just really seeing that. Actually, we saw, and you'll see this footage, a distributor coming and picking up crates of or pallets of beer to take out to get into the market.
Right on the truck.
So it was the whole thing that we saw. Then we went to Third Wave Brewing, which was a much smaller.
Third Wave. The cool thing is you went from a rather large scale brewery, at least in Maryland, to
Delaware. They're in Delaware.
Well, just right across the line, but in that whole Delmarva area, and much smaller scale. But the stories that came. Third Wave is all about the stories. Now, first of all, their brew, amazing. We tried some things there.
Top drawer.
That my goodness, I will tell you.
I was just about to say that. I was waiting. I was trying to hold out for the top drawer.
They had I'm just thinking back to the chocolate cherry stout. They had the
sour.
The sour that was in the Chardonnay barrels. That was
boysenberry sour.
Boysenberry sour. They're doing some amazing things. I like the creativity and the collaboration that they do together, but also I like the story. I mean, this is a brewery that started with 2 friends, lifelong friends, who decided, you know what, this beer's up for sale. Let's buy it. We're homebrewers. We want to buy a brewery, and bam, they did. And they turned it into something just kind of like a magical place. You'll see that. You'll see how packed it was tonight, and all the people that were in there having a good time. The band playing. It was a cool vibe, man.
It was very cool.
It was really neat. It was awesome to see.
Yeah.
So we're really lucky that for our first 2 kind of official brew tours from 21090 that we were able to hook up with some really cool people.
So I just want to, before we start drinking, we have Craft Past Midnight said big up for the 500. So thank you for that.
Thank you, sir.
And then Drunken One wants to know, what are we drinking? So Andy, can we talk about what we just poured?
This is an exclusive from EVO. Hobby looking. You can. We will go into kind of the ins and outs of the beer when we do the review. But I'll tell you right now, we can put a nose on this puppy. And we can do her again.
Are you kidding me?
Hey, Drunken One, what are you? What are they? What are you drinking?
So, I don't think they labeled this a New England IPA.
Yeah, I don't think.
But that's what this is. This is a New England IPA. I mean, this has got the smell, it's got the flavor. It may not have the color. It's got I should say it has the color. Maybe not the murkiness of your typical IPA. But
tell them why that is. This isn't a filtered beer, so they didn't put it through their centrifuge. This is sort of their one-off series where they had certain, I think, employees create these beers, and they're one-off at their brewer house. And it's an amazing IPA. I can't say enough. I mean, I don't know what they didn't tell us exactly what hops they used.
They're going to give us a little more detail.
We'll get some more details, and you'll probably see that in the video.
One thing that you'll see is that you described it as a New England IPA, but it's got kind of that backbone of kind of a very hoppy, straightforward IPA that you have too. So you kind of got both of them kicking at the same time.
Exactly.
So it's kind of like a little hybrid, which is really cool. I love this. I think this is a fantastic beer.
If you are on the Eastern Shore, as Todd said, and you can get to EVO, you want to try this beer. This is fantastic.
Yeah, so this is it was one of their one-offs. You won't get it unless you're there. It's got great citrus notes. It's sort of tropical, great aroma on it. The finish is nice and bitter. It's just a really good beer. And I think Drunken
Great
once
beer.
said, Drunken, we asked, what is everybody else out there drinking tonight? He's drinking a homebrewed Irish dry stout with the cocoa nibs.
Ooh, cocoa nibs.
Cocoa
The
nibs.
cocoa nibs are back.
Cocoa nibs.
It's funny you should say cocoa nibs. We did have a beer
we
tonight
have some
at
we brought
EVO,
back. Yeah.
so you'll see that in
Yep.
a video
Yep.
coming very, very soon. Obviously, from our tour today of EVO with cocoa nibs. It was a porter
Yeah, really
that
good.
they brewed.
Really good.
That you can only get at EVO. You can't buy it in the store. You won't be able to find it on the Eastern Shore. You won't be able to find it in your stores anywhere. You got to go to the Eastern Shore. You got to go to EVO to get that, and it was
It was dynamite.
Joe
dynamite.
Carrick.
It was
Your content.
fantastic.
So, my dad, you've seen him on our videos.
Has he just joined us?
He's just joined us.
Yep.
So he is. You've seen him dancing and spitting out beer, saying it tastes like piss, which it's not. This is
No.
his condo. So
Good stuff.
we're lucky enough. Thank you, Dad. We're at his condo in Ocean City.
I miss Beach Hill.
He misses
I
Beach.
miss Beach
Why
Hill.
do you
I
miss
just
Beach
like-
Hill?
There's no shag carpet here to make me feel at home. So
You gotta admit, though,
before
it's a
my
little
time.
bit
This,
Andy said it was a little upscale for him.
that's pretty my time. So
Beautiful. It's beautiful though.
this is
But,
nice. Hey, and a future beer, Uncle Joe's Crab Pot. We're gonna do that
Ooh.
soon. So,
Mm-hmm.
back to the coconuts you were talking about, and the kind of chocolate that Valentine's Day brew that EVO did.
I'm sorry. What was the name of that? Do we remember?
Oh, the
yeah.
Valentine's Day brew?
The porter. What was the name
I
of
don't
that?
remember that.
Yeah, that's horrible. Well, you'll get a taste of it anyway.
We recorded it,
Once
so we'll
we-
be able to
Yeah.
find it. Yeah.
It's been a long day. We
But-
started at like what?
Yeah,
I
we-
mean,
we've
seriously,
been going hard
if you want to take a box of chocolate for Valentine's Day and pull out the one with the cherry in the middle and pour that into
That was
a
at
beer,
Third Wave,
that was
right?
it. Third Wave.
Third
Yeah, we're
Wave.
talking about it. It was just
Their
almost
cherry chocolate stout at Third Wave.
just insanely good.
The cool thing about both these breweries is, we're home brewers, and we like to produce these videos, but they gave us sort of carte blanche access to both their breweries. And in EVO's case, they were actually brewing the beer, so it was really cool to see the behind the scenes. And then we got the Third Wave, and the owner actually came in and really told her story, and you'll see that in a future video about how she was a home brewer like us, and kind of took over a commercial brewery and
Went
built it
from-
into what it is now.
What did they say? 18 months?
Ashy
They
to
were homebrewing?
classy.
Yeah.
They
No
they
time
were.
flat.
I mean, they had been homebrewing for maybe 18 months and said,
Right.
you know what? Let's do
Let's
it.
do it.
In fact, the organic nature of how everyone kind of progressed through the ranks at Third Wave was kind of cool. Their head brewer now started off just kind of washing out kegs and kind of working around shop, which was really cool. And now all of a sudden he's
the
creating
man.
some amazing brews over there.
Yeah.
It's cool because the craft brew world, especially on the smaller scale, seems so fraternal. Like this fraternity of guys and gals who get together and just make good beer and share it with everybody. And
No doubt about it.
they really did a great job of opening their doors to us, and we were very grateful. So you'll be seeing our Shore series Part 1 because we will be coming back down again. There's some
Yes,
more,
we will.
a lot down here. We're gonna go. We have a
lot.
couple more breweries lined up that we actually aren't going to be able to get to this time. That we're going to see on the next
No
trip.
doubt about it. Yeah,
So,
we've got a couple breweries that
um,
they'll let us come in again and see the back side of the brewing. So how do they actually brew a beer? How do they distribute it? I think it's really cool stuff for most of the viewers that are subscribers to our page. They'd be really interested in seeing. I know we would. Any comments there? Anybody got any questions? What do we got?
So Craft Past Midnight said that he's drinking the Oliver Brewing Company Nitro Double
Ooh,
IPA from
Oliver.
Bmore, and shout out to Bmore. Yeah, we are
There you go.
a couple
Oliver.
hours from home, but yeah, we love it when you
Nice.
throw out a little bit of
Oliver.
Hometown.
Heck yeah.
Todd, your dad said
Yep.
that your mother doesn't want us to mess up her new countertops.
This is
That's
brand new,
awesome.
renovated
That's
condo
awesome.
on the beach.
You gotta love that.
And they know Andy really well, so they don't want to mess it up.
No, I'll take good care of it, Mr.
You hear that?
Joe,
You hear that?
and I'll take good care of it.
Yes, we're best behavior tonight.
So tomorrow we're looking to go to Dogfish. We're on the way home. We're going to go up north out of Maryland into Delaware and hit there. They're their biggest brewery really around us.
Yeah, they're
production-wise.
number one.
They are number one, even
I mean,
in Baltimore. Yeah.
So-
we hit EVO, and I think EVO tonight,
Yeah.
you'll see in the video, gave us a sense of, even though they're pretty
Big.
grand,
Yep.
that they're a
Minuscule
tenth
of what
of what
Dogfish
Dogfish does. So that'll give you the comparison of scales to even Third Wave,
Mhm.
which I think is probably, I think they said was like a third of what they do
Yeah.
at
Even
EVO.
a tenth,
So
maybe. I mean, yeah.
so
Yeah, it's
so
kinda-
you
it's
got
kinda-
a
it's
10th
kind of a
to
cool
EVO to 10 times that at Dogfish. So
But
you know,
Dogfish, some really cool stuff they got going on. And the cool thing about Dogfish is you can hit them on a day when they're going to do something, a release party. They do this every now and then. The
Yeah.
thing I remember from the last time when we reviewed is they'll throw a lot of beer at you, and they don't necessarily say we like it. They want the tasters to go out and say I like it. So they will throw this out and they'll have it on tap for a week or so, and if the response is good, they say, let's make this thing widely available, which is what they did with the Lupa Luau. So
which I think
yeah,
you
I was
might have
there
been
for
one of
that.
the
I was
first
there
ones
for
to
that
crack
big
that.
old party. Yeah,
You were
so
one of
I
the first
actually
ones to get
I
that on. I
snapped
think
a
on
pic of
video,
that,
yeah.
and that was when they were kind of showcasing it and deciding whether they're going to make it year round. Now you got it in cans and bottles everywhere and floating around. So
Absolutely.
maybe the next Lupa Luau is
Lurking.
sitting there tomorrow for us to check out.
Hopefully.
So if anybody's out there who's watching this, if you've gone to the Dogfish, they have questions, let us know. We'll try to answer them or see them before we get there tomorrow to make sure we get those questions asked. What did my dad say? Don't even. Well, they see it, so.
I'm just glad that your father's watching. Mr. Joe, thanks.
Yeah.
Better check with your bosses before you schedule more overnight trips. So that probably means our wives.
Yeah. That's a good point. That's true.
With bosses and wives being synonymous, so I understand exactly what he's saying.
Right.
We're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch how quickly your son changes the topic. Watch this. This is the first time he's squeamish on camera.
Well, I'm not squeamish. I was trying to talk about the breweries. The other thing is, if anybody who's out there who has sort of any questions for us, again, one of the things we wanted to do this, we want to do more live chats. So, again, we're doing this sort of brewery tour on the Eastern Shore of Maryland. We will also want to bring you some stuff maybe from our brew days. We're brewing next weekend, hopefully. We're reviewing beers. We're doing all sorts of things. But
Todd, I think you want to read the last comment.
what did he say?
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Your son. Oh, hey, Jordan.
it's your son,
Oh,
Miss
thank
you,
you,
Dad.
buddy.
Happy Five. See, that's
Oh,
cool.
that is
Jordan.
nice.
By the way,
What's up,
Jordan's
Jordan?
our little cameraman.
Jordan.
He's done a few of our.
Quiet on the set. My man, Jordan, buddy. Well, thank you for the
Oh,
500.
boy.
Congrats, Jordan. You're part of that, buddy. He's done a little bit of the recording behind
Sure
the scenes
has.
for us.
It's a group effort here at
Absolutely.
21090.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. We want to, again, thank you. We started this, I did, when, I guess about a year ago, I started brewing with Andy, and he didn't really want to be on camera. And I said, Andy, just, come on, let's do it. We can do it on our phones. It's no big deal. Let's try to chronicle some of it. You actually didn't want to be on it.
Nope.
And so we had like 30 or 40 subscribers at the time.
And look now.
And we did it, and then he
The big cat.
played baseball with you.
Yeah, well,
And you said, look at this. He's like, well, I got some cameras. We can, up it a little bit.
Yeah.
And so within 10 months, we're now above 500. So we have a lot of good ideas, I think, for the future. We think we will be able to bring you some really cool content from this area.
We hope.
Yeah, and maybe even outside the Mid-Atlantic. We have some ideas of what we can do. So really good content. We want to thank everybody for subscribing. We hope we produce some good content that you enjoy.
Thank you.
And I don't know, anything else, guys?
So here's the 500 more. Thank you guys.
Absolutely.
We are very appreciative.
Cheers.
And
So when will these videos be out, Andy? You guys are the editors. When will we get this out to everybody?
soon.
Soon. What do we got up next? Anything that they will see before this?
Before this comes up, you're probably going to see the last two videos of our resolution ale. I know that's kind of sat there for a while. We set out to do to brew some beers that were under 125 calories as part of our New Year's resolution. Those have all been reviewed, and
Actually got a few. Oh shit! I left them in the car.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Watch your language.
Bleep. Sorry.
we'll bleep him out later.
Andy, can you get your other two partners? What did he say?
What do you got over there?
It's your father.
Oh, a hat. He wants to get us because we don't have it. We have bald heads, and
Oh.
he doesn't. And he has the hat on.
Yeah. Well.
It's my Expos hat. It's what I
It's
do.
all good. We're proud of our
Hey,
ball.
Drunken
yeah. Cheers. Thanks to you for the kind wishes.
Drunk one, yeah.
Um,
We appreciate that.
But yeah, we've got a bunch of stuff coming up. So you'll see the resolution ale videos coming up 1 and 2, and then we'll get right into the Shore Series
Yeah, we
Part
got it.
1 after this. We got lots of stuff in
We
the
got a
hopper,
ton of
guys.
stuff
Ton of
coming
stuff.
up. Ton of stuff. We
So,
got some reviews.
We're doing a competition
We
beer.
got a competition coming up. Brew Day,
Yep.
not too far out, maybe a week or two away. Tonight's reviews.
Anybody Drunken One? Are you brewing Drunken One? Do you brew? I know you review. Do you also brew Drunken One? Anybody else there brewing soon?
Yeah,
What are you
what's going
brewing?
on out there?
I hear from my dad, but what else are you guys doing?
I have a feeling your father's not brewing.
No, he's definitely not brewing because he doesn't have his crab pot from you. But if there is, let us know while we're on it. We're going to be on a few more minutes. We don't want to be too long here. We can fill that up, Andrew.
Yeah, why not?
Pour the
This
glass
is-
of your
again,
cans.
Come on now.
Again, we are sipping on hoppy. What was it? Hoppy. What's the last part?
Hoppy looking. I
Hoppy
do.
Yeah,
looking,
Drunken One
that's it.
says he brews more than he reviews. That's what I thought.
There you go.
That's what I
Hoppy
thought.
looking again.
So,
Mr.
EVO.
Joe, we-
Drunken One,
we
what's
have
your
you.
last brew that you made basically? Check my channel. Exactly. So yeah, if you're watching this, go check Drunken One's channel. I can't remember what we subscribe to so many. It's hard to remember what people are brewing, but I know you are a really good home brewer and do a lot of good stuff. So there's that, and then Craft Past Midnight.
And he's
Said nice.
he's in Maryland or is
Who's
he?
Drunken One? I don't
Drunken
think
One's
no.
local,
It
or-
certainly isn't. He's not local.
Where
I know.
you at, Drunken One? Texas? I'm not sure.
I don't know. He might be. I think he is Texas. I think you're
Texas?
right.
I think
I
that's,
think you're right. I think he is Texas.
if I'm not mistaken. I know we got
Yep, Texas.
Texas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I
yeah,
thought.
yeah.
How's the weather in Texas?
It's
warm,
probably
I
got to be
assume.
better than it is right here.
It has to be.
We're not doing too bad. We had a good
Arlen,
spurt.
Arlen,
but,
Texas. Alamo Beer.
there you
Is
go.
it? There you
Hank,
go.
Hank and Bobby and
Okay.
Peggy and it's a King of the Hill reference.
Yeah.
Get that.
King of the Hill. All right. Uh-oh.
No,
Camera
time's
time.
moving us.
Power up.
Wow.
Anybody else got any questions for us? We're getting ready to.
Wrapping this up.
We're wrapping this up. I think we have some beers to drink.
Anyway, guys, thank you again for subscribing, and cheers, gentlemen.
Yeah.
All right, Todd, you can.
You ready to sign off, Andy? I think it's a successful day.
I think you quit while you're ahead, buddy.
Quit while we're ahead.
See you
All right.
guys. Thank you.
All right.
Cheers.
All right, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Keep brewing.
Oh, got tasting notes. Hold on.
Uh-oh. Hold up.
Tell us about the beer. They want to know what this beer tastes like.
So, sure. Again, I'd say this is probably close to a
Jaded.
New England IPA.
Yep.
Not quite the
Not quite.
murkiness or maybe the frothiness you'd expect for New England. Certainly has the color. It's got the aroma. It's got the flavor. I would argue, and I don't know this for a fact, but I'd argue there's definitely some Citra in here, maybe some Amarillo.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% of that. I don't think we
So
took time out to get the
well, they're
score
gonna,
on
they're
the.
they're sending us everything
we'll get
that
all
we'll
the
have.
packet on
So
the
like I said,
marketing,
we'll be giving you all of that stuff when we do the EVO video.
but it's fantastic. I mean,
I am curious to see what is in here, especially on the grain side as well. Because like I said, there's definitely there's a bitterness and a bite on the back end there that's just, it's nice. It all plays well together. It really does.
and as he said today, they're a beer forward. They're not into
Mm-hmm.
the flavors, so they're gonna specialize in the malt and the hops,
Not the adjuncts.
not the adjuncts.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
and I think
we did
this highlights this.
We did the pine hopple too, which it's funny. We were talking about fruit beers that can go right or go wrong.
and that's fantastic.
Oh man, it's
Yeah.
good. It's good. Having that on draft. Good.
Jada Diva just joined us. He's a new subscriber of ours. We just subscribed to him. If you haven't subscribed to him yet, get to his page, subscribe. Does really good beer reviews. So check Jada Diva out. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate the love, and
Absolutely.
we certainly will be checking out more of your reviews. So I guess that's it, guys. We're gonna
Yeah.
wrap it up. It's been about 25 minutes now anyway. We've had a long day. We're gonna finish off this growler. We'll try to do more of these live chats. Andy, what do you think?
Oh yeah. We'll
Hopefully, if you
Get
guys
your
like it.
a
hands.
few more.
If you're lucky enough, if you're in one of the 8 states
Yep.
that gets
Yep.
EVO,
There you go.
Yeah.
get your hands on some of this EVO.
But you gotta
This
get-
is
yeah.
great. great, fantastic beer. I mean, these guys are doing it absolutely
They're doing
correctly.
it and doing it well.
And doing it well, absolutely. LL Cool J.
Drunken one
doing
wanted to know
it and
what was the
doing it
ABV on
and
that. I
doing
think it
well.
was about
I
6.5%.
think it was around 6.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not too big.
Yeah, on this one, 6.5.
Yeah.
But awesome stuff, and like I said, we'll have a very thorough review of the evolution and the third wave brews
Yep.
when we
Really cool
post those.
videos. Yeah.
And I think you'll love the behind
Austin,
the scenes. But
my
till
man.
then, hey, we're looking for another 500 out of y'all.
Yeah.
So thank you for jumping on the journey with us, and cheers out there, guys.
All right,
Thank
guys.
you very much.
Cheers, guys.
Easy. Be
All
safe.
right.
Good night.
Cheers.
Cheers from Ocean City, Maryland.